Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder with the Angry Nerd. Today we're going to be taking a look at and flying the Bristol Beaufighter. I really enjoy flying at least two of these planes, not so much the Mark 21. The Bristol Beaufighter was a British long-range heavy fighter derivative of the earlier Beaufort torpedo bomber design. The name Beaufighter is a combination of Beaufort and fighter. After delays in the development and production of the Westland Whirlwind cannon-armed twin-engine fighter, Bristol made proposals for a four-cannon fighter based on the Beaufort bomber. As a torpedo bomber and general reconnaissance aircraft, the Beaufort had moderate performance, but for fighter-like performance, Bristol suggested using their new Hercules engines. The extra power of the Hercules presented problems with vibration, and in the final design they were mounted on longer, more flexible struts, which extended far from the front of the wings. This moved the center of gravity forward, which was an undesirable feature in the new aircraft design. The center of gravity was moved back by shortening the nose, as no space was needed for a bombardier in a fighter. This put most of the fuselage behind the wing and restored the center of gravity to its proper location. With the engine cowlings and propellers now further forward than the tip of the nose, the Beaufighter had its characteristically stubby appearance. The first prototype achieved 335 miles per hour at 16,800 feet. The second, laden with all its operational equipment, was slower at 309 miles per hour at 15,000 feet. Large orders were placed at the start of the Second World War, but this meant an unexpected shortage of the new Hercules engines. In February 1940, conversion of 3 aircraft to Rolls-Royce Merlins was ordered. The Merlin engine and nacelles were designed for the Beaufighter by the Rolls-Royce company as a complete unit. The first Merlin-powered Beaufighter flew in June 1940. The first Beaufighter was delivered to RAF Tagmeyer for trials with the Fighter Inception Unit on 12 August 1940, and the first operational machines were received by the 29th Squadron and 604 Squadron on the 2nd of September. Unlike the Beaufort torpedo bomber, the Beaufighter had a long career and served in almost all theaters of the Second World War. First as a night fighter, then as a bomber, eventually replacing the Beaufort as a torpedo bomber. By the autumn of 1943, the Mosquito was available in enough numbers to replace the Beaufighter as the primary night fighter of the RAF. By the time the British production lines shut down in September 1945, a total of 5,564 Beaufighters had been built by all manufacturers. By the end of the war, some 70 pilots serving with the RAF units had become aces while flying the Bristol Beaufighter. Now, the current version of the Beaufighter that we are looking at right here is commonly referred to as the Beaufighter Mark Vic, but it's actually the Mark 6C. It is a Rank-2 fighter with a battle rating of 3.0, a max speed of 347 miles per hour, a turn time of 22.5 seconds, and armed with 4 20mm Hispano cannons and one 7.7mm in the turret, which is only on the top. So if you want to attack a Beaufighter, bottom is a nice way to do it, but it's only a 7.7 anyway. If you look from the top, you can see how the propellers and engine nacelles there are a little bit further forward than the stubby little nose. And so the Beaufighter Mark 10 is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 3.7, a max speed of 329 miles per hour, a 26.9 second turn time. It has 6 7.7mm Browning machine guns and the 4 20mm Hispano cannons, along with the one 7.7mm turret. Now, the Mark 21 was a Beaufighter that was licensed and built through in Australia. I do not fly this plane in the game because its flight characteristics are I wouldn't say completely different, but enough different from the other two Beaufighters that its handling is off for me. And as you can see, it is hardly upgraded at all. I don't think I've upgraded anything on it because I just don't like the way this particular one flies. But the other two Beaufighters I do like very much. And the Mark 6C seems to be the most maneuverable out of all of the Beaufighters. It can carry a secondary load of 1 torpedo with, that's it, just 1 torpedo. The Mark 10 can carry a torpedo or rockets. So I usually equip any plane that I have with rockets if it'll carry it, except for maybe the P-39s. So let's take a look at this Beaufighter here and look at, if you look at the fuselage here and the tail, we'll take a quick look at the Beaufort minus the rear turret right there. You can see the similarities in the two aircraft. This has the larger nacelles for the bigger engines and the shortened nose, but they are similar. Not a direct variant, but modified from the Beaufort. So let's send this to Holiday. Now right here you can see underneath the bottom, you can see where the 420s are coming out right there. And on the Mark 10, the 420s come out there, but you have 4 of the machine guns in the right wing and 2 of the machine guns in the left wing. Sorry about that, just got a text. So let's jump into a battle and see what we can do with the Bristol Beaufighters. Alright, hopefully we will be getting a good map here. Alright, what map will we get? Come on. I can't pronounce that. This is a domination map with 3 airfields. Alright, let's see what we're going to be dealing with. We got an ME-410, a B-17, a Beaufort, B-25, B-25, Wellington. Oh yes, looks like lots of good stuff to shoot at. Now I want to be just underneath the clouds just so I can see down on the enemy planes. Since there are no base or area targets, these bombers will usually have to come down low. One of the bombers has already crashed. SB-2M. Guess I'm gonna go after the SU-2 right this minute. You do not want to head on with a Beaufighter. Shooting me. 6-7 on me. So I can bring him over here to these friendly fighters. And they got him. Alright, we got a Blenheim coming this way, but we also have a Typhoon and stuff down low. But I think that Blenheim is gonna he got taken out by the Ju-87. Okay, so maybe we'll go talk to the Typhoon. Oh, he's down. Oh wow, where'd that B-17 come from? Just put a couple of shots that way, just for good measure. So we are still low and slow. Not the best user of the Beaufighter, but hey, I'm working it. Two yaks are dangerous. All right. And only have 153 rounds. See if we can make it count. Still fighting it. Come on, people, I need some. Oh, all right. We made it. Okay. Looks like we picked up the Survivor Award. The Punisher destroyed the most planes, one rank higher than his own, and the Fighter destroyed the most air targets. We knocked out 9 enemy aircraft. Don't know that we got any assist. Nine air targets, lost 0 aircraft, finished first in the team. 37,801 Silver Lions. 1,752 vehicle research and 5,846 modification. So, I hope you enjoyed this video on the Beaufighter. It was all the Mark 6C here, which again is, in my opinion, the most maneuverable out of the Beaufighters. The Mark 10 has the rockets, which I do love some rockets. Don't get me wrong, love some rockets now. And the Mark 21 just, I don't know whether it's this thing on the bottom, but I just don't like it at all. I don't fly it, that's why it's not got hardly anything modified on it, because I don't like it. I can tell it flies completely different. So, once again, if you like the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. Share the love a little bit. Let some other people know about the channel. I'm kind of stuck for subscribers right this minute. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.